Assalamu alaikum student. Today we will discuss about HCF. Okay, so HCF, highest common factor. There are several methods through which we can find the HCF, but the we are going to discuss the three different methods which are commonly required in the middles and even in pre-O levels as well. The three different methods are: the first method is factor method. In this method we find the factors of the numbers and then we find the common factor. We will discuss it later on. The second method is prime factorization method. Prime factorization method. In prime factorization it has two further types: combined method and separate method. The first method is a separate method, and second is combined method. These are the method which we will discuss in this video. Okay, now come to the detail of the first method. For example, if we are talking about the factor method, suppose we have a question. The first method is factor method. We have two values like 72 and 196. We have to find the HCF of these values. So first we will find the factors of 72. Factors of 72. Now it is not easy to divide the number with every single number every time, so we will divide a factor method in such a way that in one step we get the two values, and when the two numbers, while dividing the number, when two numbers are closer to each other, then it is easy to find out that which is the factor of the number. For example, if we talk about 72, 72 ones are 72, these are the factors. 2 multiply 36, 3 multiply 24, 4 multiply 18. We cannot divide it with 5 because it's an even number. Then 6 multiply 12. You can see that basically we are catering the numbers from start to the end. 172 from the first, this is 1, from the last this is 72, and 2 with the 36. If you observe, the greater numbers are increasing when we are moving downside and the smaller number are increasing when we are moving downside. So there will be a stage when both the number will be closer to each other. For example, we cannot divide it with the 7, and in the last this is 8 multiplied by 9. Now we observe that two numbers are closer to each other. So when we write the factors of the numbers, we move like this. We move like this U-turn. Okay. So the factors are 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 8, 9, and then 12, 18, 24, 36, and 72. These are the factors of the 72. Now come to the 196. Factors of 196. We will follow the same method to find the factors of the 196. Okay, let us remove this one. You must have noticed that how we have done. We will follow the same method for 196 as well. 196, 1, 2 multiply 98, and 3 we cannot divide it with 3. Let's try with the 4. 4 4 is a 16, 4 9 is a 36, it's not a multiple of 0 and 5, so we cannot divide it with 5. Then we move to the, we will move like a U-turn and we will write the all the factors. 1, 2, 4, 7, 14. Look at this, these are combined, so we will write only once. And then 28 and 49, 98 and 196. So these are the factors. Now we observe that how many common factors are there. If you observe, 1 is common, 2 is common and 4 is common. These are the three common factors which are in both the values. But importantly, we will see, as you can see, this is the highest common factor. So we observe that the highest common factor is 4. Highest common factor is 4. So the 4 is the final answer. So HCF is 4. This is the method through which we can find the HCF when we need to apply the factor method. This is the method when we have a multiple common factor, we always choose the highest one. Okay. Now come to the second method. The second method is prime factorization method, and further it's one type, prime factorization method. Separate method. Basically we will take only one value and we will apply both the method on this value, so we can observe that in both the cases the answer will remain same, but we are applying a different method. For example, we have a three different number, 24, 42 and 96. I am taking three values. You can have two values as well, but mostly the question required is of the three values. So first we will apply the separate method. Number one, that is separate method. First we will do the prime factorization of all the numbers separately. This is 212, 26, 23 and 3 ones. These are the factor of 24. Come to the 42, 221, then this is 3 multiply 7 and 7 multiply 1, 7. In the last 96, 2 multiply 48, 2 multiply 24, 2 multiply 12, 2 multiply 6, 2 multiply 3 and 3 multiply 1. This is the first method, okay, separate method. And now we will write the factors of the each number and we will compare them. Like 24, they are 2 multiply 2 multiply 2 multiply 3. Then 42, 2 multiply 3 multiply 7. And in the last 96, 2 multiply 2, 5 times we have 2 and 1 time we have 3. Now this is important, that in the HCF only that number is common which is present in all the values. If it is present in two numbers, then this is not a common number. For example, like this 2 is present in all three factors, and then this 3. They both are the numbers which are common in all three values. If we observe that this 2 is present in two sides, this is not this not will be considered as a common factor. So the common factors are basically HCF. So HCF highest common factors are, they are 2 multiplied by 3 and 6 is the answer. So this is the second method, considered as a separate method. Now let's move to the third method, that is a combined method of a prime factorization. Combined method. In the combined method, we solve them through the ladder method all together. We take all the values together, like 4, 42 and 96. Now in the combined method, it is important to note that we should divide only with that number which divides all the given numbers. If it is not dividing all the numbers, it will not be considered as the highest common factor. For example, let's take 2. All the numbers are even, so I can divide them 212, 221 and 248. So all the numbers are easily divided by the 2. But in the next step, if we observe, we have 3 numbers, 2 are the even numbers, but the third one is an odd number which is not divided by 2. So now we cannot take as the highest common factor. So we should find that number which can easily divide all the 3 numbers. So let's take it 3, 3 4 the 12, 3 7 the 21 and 316 is equal to 48. Now we have these 3 numbers. If we observe, then we come to know that there is not a single number which can divide all these 3 numbers 4, 7 and 16, because 4 and 16 can be divided by 2, but 7 cannot be divided by any number because it is a prime number. So finally we have observed that the 2 and 3, the highest common factors are only those numbers which have divided all the numbers altogether, that is 2 and 3. So further we will multiply them and we will get the answer. So this is our final answer. HCF is 6 answers. Okay. So students, these are the 3 methods which we have discussed in this video. Hope it will be beneficial for you in your regular studies, and it will help to find out. Even these methods are helpful when you are solving other types of method. You know that HCF and LCM are all commonly used in different method of mathematics as well. So hope it will tell you that is important, that factor method is basically applied for a smaller value, not for the bigger value. Okay. And if we talk about this prime factorization method combined and separate, I always prefer to do the separate method, because it will be easy to find out. Because if you have greater values in the combined method, it is difficult to find out the number, that exactly which number is dividing all the 3 numbers. It is applicable for the smaller value but not for the bigger value. But in separate method, it is very easy to handle even you have a bigger value, because when you solve them separately and compare them, you can easily find the HCF. So please do practice these methods at home, and that will be hopefully beneficial for you. Thank you. See you in the next video. Allah Hafiz.